if I am addressing to engineering students, okay, so I may not this much responsible actually. I feel so responsible now because I am standing in front of this application students. MCA is nothing but Masters of Computer Applications. You know what is this application word? That is the key. That is the key. You should noted for your skills whatever you are learning. It's not about the knowledge you gain, it's about the skill. So what is this application all about? I'm telling you. Knowing a tomato is a fruit. It's not a vegetable. It is a knowledge. Knowing a tomato is a fruit, not a vegetable. It's a knowledge. But tomatoes are useful in vegetable salad, not in fruit salad. This is called application. Okay, whatever you learn, you should know where to use it. That's called application. Are you with me, guys? And where to apply what? That is called wisdom, students. That's called wisdom. We are living in the world, it's full of data. But here, the acquiring knowledge from the data is, we are actually struggling. The application students' duty is nothing but whatever you are learning here, you are going to apply it in the real world scenario. Okay, so this particular session, it's going to change your perspective. Okay, the next couple of minutes, I beg your ears, okay, I beg your attention towards me. Okay, so whatever happens, please don't get deviated. Okay, men may come, women may go, professors always with students. Okay, so be with me for this next couple of minutes. I'll tell you this, I told you, no, the application. So how many of you know this matchbox, students? Matchbox? Everybody? Yes or no? How the matchbox is working? You have to take, matchsticks are there inside. We need to take one matchstick and we need to rub, dash it on the surface of the matchbox. I'm telling you, the matchstick as well as the surface of the matchbox made up of the same chemical component called sulfur. But whenever it dashes each other, the damage is always for the stick, not for the surface of the matchbox. Do you know why? Because the matchstick has accumulated and unused stuff on it. It become a head weight. And the matchstick surface is applied equally, distributed on it. That's why the damage is not for the application, damage is for the accumulation. You students, if you whatever you learn, don't accumulate on your head, it turns into a head weight. When you apply your knowledge for the society, that time you people serve your purpose. So give a big round of applause for this particular choosing us, MCA. So hereafter, be proud to say I am an application student. Yes or no? Everybody know what is Newton's third law. What is Newton's third law? Every action has equal and opposite reaction. Okay? If a science student will study, what is this? The definition, the science student will study. But engineering student will implement it. They will prove it. Or they'll try, do some project on it. But application students, what they will do, they will apply on real world problem, how we can use this principle to get something, contribute to the society. I'm telling you students, unless or otherwise you apply whatever you learn to the society, whatever we are studying, it's just a namesake. Anyone can be graduated, very few are educated. I want you to be educated more than graduated. Are you with me what I'm trying to tell you? Okay, graduation, it's very easy, but education is very, very difficult. So with this kind note, I wanna give an introduction why I choose this topic first of all. When ma'am asked me like, sir, what kind of topic are you going to give like that? So I never always tell you like kind of ethical hacking is a rocket science or it's very difficult or it's very easy like that and all. Every teachers to the students, they'll tell three lies. My teacher told me, I'm telling it to my students, and you become a teacher or a trainer in future, you are also going to tell these three lies to your students. Lie number one is, this subject is very interesting subject. You can laugh, I don't have internal marks, okay? I love to see your laughs and smile, but don't do overaction. This is okay, okay? Like a happy dent advertisement, lot of that, what? Yeah. What's the lie number one? This subject is very interesting subject. My maths teacher told me this. That's why I'm telling you this is, I don't know why I studied this differential calculus, integral calculus and all. And lie number two is, if you listen to the class carefully, you no need to study, you straight away go and write the exam. This is the, this is the lie number two actually. I don't think so, like it never happened in my, I don't know about you, your teachers. And lie number three, that's the mother of all the lies. It's nothing but this subject gonna help you in future. Okay, we studied some subject called DSP, the Digital Signal Processing, not Devi Sri Prasad. Digital Signal Processing in 7th semester of CSE. We fondly we called, Anna University students here, we fondly called like DSP is degree stopping paper. Whoever clear everything 7th semester, they'll keep one arrear on the subject like that actually. So I'm telling you students, understand the purpose is very important students. Before to study any course, before to study any subject, first you understand why are you studying the subject. I always insist my students to don't go to the second word without understand the meaning of first word. So everything, the basic and fundamentals are very important. You know why we are not getting job or placements? Do you think placements because of AI era, we are living in AI era, that's why we are not getting job? How many of you are getting threatened because of this recession and they are fired from job? That chat GPT, the generative AI, they are replacing. No, I'm just saying that's wrong. Human cannot be actually replaced. When the basketball game, when they started, that time what happened? The basket there is no hole under it. Two people were sat next to the basketball court with a very big stool. So whenever the ball shoot on the basket, the person's job is to take the ball and throw it to the player. It was in the initial stage. After that, what happened? They invented, they modified, they designed the basket, they cut at the bottom beneath so that the ball can obviously flow down so the player can take. Now the two people, their job is actually replaced. Okay? Do you really think that is actually it was replaced by the basket design? I'm saying you, the AI is nothing but the design happening in, but the game with the players. We are the game players. No one can replace us. But the thing is that you should understand what are you studying and how are you applying, how you are understanding it. That is very important. And never ever compare yourself with other things like as an MCA student, am I inferior or superior to an engineering or science students? You are neither inferior nor superior. You are unique. If you don't believe me, check your thumb impression, palm impression, iris pattern, all are unique. Yes or no? So our design itself insists us to be, we are actually unique. Understood students what I'm saying? So why I choose this topic? Why this basics? Why these fundamentals? I have two responsibilities now. Some of you may chosen this ethical hacking as your elective, okay, next to the machine learning. And knowingly or unknowingly, you have chosen. So I'll tell you what is the difference of this understanding of basics. I'm telling you with a small story. I'm getting into the topic. That's my way of my style of thing is storytelling. How many of you know Sherlock Holmes? Who is he? He is a writer, right? Famous English writer. He's a detective. That's Shakespeare. Sherlock Holmes is a detective. And Sherlock Holmes and one more is friend whose name is Watson. Those two people were friends actually. And detective is nothing but whenever a crime scene happens, they'll go and they will investigate it and they'll identify how the attack or the crime happened, like that and all. Okay? Even though both are actually equally talented, always the limelight is on Holmes only, not on the Watson. In movie also you can see the main protagonist is Holmes. Watson is a side hero. Jude Law played the side hero. Robert Downey Jr. played as a Sherlock Holmes. Am I right? So one time what happened, there was a crime scene happened. Both of them went inside of a chemical laboratory. So they are investigating something. Without knowing what it was, they tasted a liquid. It was so good. After they knew it is alcohol, they don't want to stop it, they continued it. Okay? You know what happened after that? Or Watson have a problem like, why this guy is always having this limelight? Why I am not? Like that. A kind of a positive competition between friends. That time what happened? After that they become booze. They spread the tent. It was a night time. They spread the tent and they slept inside. Okay? And after some time, Sherlock Holmes wake up first. He nagged the ribs of Watson and he told Watson, look at the sky. What you infer from this? Okay? Now I am the you are the Sherlock Holmes, I am the Watson. You told actually, Watson, look at the sky. What you infer from that? Holmes have a very different quality, like he never asks question, he always tells answers. He'll never ask question to others. He will think on his own and he'll only tell answers and inferences only. So first time he asked a question, Watson got very shocked actually. Okay, this is my chance. I have to prove my intellectual ability to my friend first before to tell to this world like that. He took his time. So I'm Watson. You asked me, look at the sky, what you infer from that. Okay, so he looked at the sky, he took his time and he told actually, astronomically speaking, there are a lot of planets yet to be discovered. Astrologically speaking, some more zodiac signs also yet to be discovered. Theologically speaking, Earth is small dust in which you and I are a speck. Like that, he spoke many things practically, analytically, mathematically, geometrically, kathakali, whatever. Okay, Bruce Lee, Italy, whatever, least everything he told, and he's expecting some kind of appreciation from his friend. Do you know what Holmes told? Holmes told, hey stupid, someone stolen our tent. They spread the tent and they slept inside. Once they wake up, that time they can see the open sky means someone came and they stolen the tent and they ran away. For that only he asked, look at the sky, what do you infer from that? But he told actually what Watson did is correct. He actually traveled through ionosphere, stratosphere, troposphere and all, but he forgot the atmosphere. Understood what I'm saying? We thought actually engineering, MCA, BCA, MTech, PhD, there's something great. Yes, it is. But we should not forget the atmosphere actually, where we are. What is our problem? Why we are studying this? Any subject students, any topic you are studying, please ask, why are you studying that? Why are you registering that course? It is not the responsibility of the teacher alone. Course offering is the easiest thing and course pursuing is a difficult thing. When you balancing this both, the course is successful. Are you with me guys? It is like a symbiotic benefit actually. Teachers and students, you need to share that responsibility, then only the course will be successful. Okay, how many of you understand basics and fundamentals are important or what? Do you know why you are not getting confidence in the interview hall? You going for an interview, okay? So who will give you that confidence, students? What gave me the confidence? Do you think I'm very good in English? No, I know. Do you think I'm very good in everything? No. Because I'm confident, I know what's my basics. I understood what's my fundamental. If you understand the basics and fundamentals of everything, you will get that confidence. You will have the faith, actually. Yes. So, now it's the time for hero introduction. Normally in movies you see, first all the things will be happening, we will be wait when the hero will come like that and all. Lot of atrocities will happen. Someone have to come guard like that. That time what happened? Slowly, the slow motion. If he's an action hero, the camera from the shoe, after that the pant, belt, t-shirt, then shirt. If it's a Telugu movie, okay, not only heroine means flowers will fall, hero means vegetables, tomatoes, chilies, okay, all the things, and he will turn 5 times because he deserves that introduction. Yes or no? So for a course instructor, introducing a course, it's like introducing audience, my hero. So today my hero is actually ethical hacking. Okay. First of all, I want to tell you, I told you, what's my principle I follow to my students, I'll insist my students to follow is, don't go for second word without understand the meaning of first word. So here this word ethical hacking, the moment when I get into a new word, I really enjoyed this. That is something in English called oxymoron. How many of you know about this? Oxymoron. Oxymoron. Oxymoron is a figure of speech which has the contradictory term next to each other. It is a phrase which has 2 words which are opposite to each other to convey some kind of funny or some kind of complex meanings it will give. That's called oxymoron. I'll tell you an example. For example, pretty ugly. Okay, small crowd. Okay, open secret. Only chance. Have you come across these words at all? Found missing. Technically speaking, virtual reality. Ethical hacking. So hacking is not ethical. If it is ethical, we should not hack. But our course is ethical hacking. You understand what is this, students? Yes or no? Yeah. So hacking is a non-ethical thing. But we are studying in ethical hacking. This word impressed me. Okay, I want to what? Carry the same emotion, and I also want to install the same emotion to you so that you also enjoy the same what I enjoyed when I'm studying this subject. Okay, so ethical hacking is somewhat very unique. It is not like other subjects actually. Here you can see, I'm not a person of definition, but I want to tell you some kind of what my understanding I'm telling you. It's an authorized attempt to gain unauthorized access to a computer system's data, files, etc. What do you understand from this? What do you mean by authorization? Please open up, students. I don't want like that monotonous, okay? Yeah. Sorry? Legal. So authorization means what? Authorization is nothing but permission. Okay, if you have the permission, that's called what? Authorized. So you have a authorization. What is authentication? What is authentication? Authentication is verifying who you are. Verifying the identity is authentication, and authorization is what can you do. Okay, what can you do is called what? Authorization. So authentication is the prerequisite of authorization. So ethical hacking is nothing but getting permission to do unauthorized access. That's called what? Ethical hacking. Are you with me, guys? Why are we penetrating? Actually, we are penetrating to protect. We are not penetrating to exploit. Are you with me, guys? Can I get a yes? Yes or no? So am I making sense to you? Yes or no? The most challenging thing is nothing but we can exploit, but we are not going to do that. That's called what? Hacking, and that's called what? Ethical hacking. So if you think hacking means in the movie and all, they'll see, they will show you. Hacking means a youngster, he will have normally hoodie. If he has hoodie, he is a hacker. And he will sit in front of a system and he'll actually type like this and all. If you place the camera on the matter, then only he may type some ASDFJ, LK, that only, typing practice only. And he'll tell, yes, I hacked the entire system like that and all. That is not like that. Hackers are not like that. Hackers are in every age. It's not only youngsters, not only this, like that and all. So hackers, that are all stereotypes. I'm telling you, this hacking is also called as, what are the other name for hacking is called what as? Penetration testing. What is that? Spell it for me. Penetration testing. This penetration testing is also called as pen testing or pen test. Pen test. The person who is performing this thing called what as pen testers. Okay, it's a very wonderful course to study, and also we have a lot of job opportunities for this one, ethical hacking. And what is the importance actually? I told you, without understanding the purpose and importance, don't study anything. What's the importance? To acknowledge and rectify the vulnerabilities. So the next slide is coming. What are the terminologies? I'll tell you. Because vulnerability, how many of you heard this word before? Vulnerability. What do you mean by vulnerability means? Sorry? Very good. Loophole. Give a big round of applause. Who told that? Please stand up, ma. Who told that? Loopholes. Who told? Please appreciate. Always have an appreciation mentality, students. Whether the answer is right or wrong. When someone is addressing something, just appreciate them. Very good. So vulnerability is nothing but weakness in the system. It's a loophole in the system. To acknowledge and rectify the vulnerability, we are having this concept called what is? Ethical hacking. And to test the security systems, we are having this ethical hacking. And hire hackers for bug bounty programs. How many of you have heard about these bug bounty programs? Bug bounty programs. For the benefit of others, I'll tell, interest of time, okay? Bug bounty programs are nothing but organizations are conducting some kind of competitions, okay, for the external ethical hackers and computer security professionals to come and explore the vulnerabilities present in the system, so that they can attract the customer's perspective. Also, they can what? Ensure the security of the organization. So that thing is called what as bug bounty programs. So bug bounty programs and capture the flag events are actually happening for ethical hackers all over the world. Whatever I'm saying, it's global. It's a global thing. Okay? And who are the ethical hackers actually? Also known as white hats, experts performing security assessments, and CEH certification. What do you mean by CEH, students? Anybody? Certified Ethical hackers. That's called CEH certification. And something is called, yeah, I'll clap for everyone later, okay? If you do that only, we can do claps only actually. The problem no here, I have a tank full of water and I have a syringe to offer you all. So my time is very limited. Okay, so I have full of enthusiasm, eager curiosity, everything. But the problem is I want to finish it on time actually. With your cooperation, I can do that. Otherwise, you have experience of drinking water in a fire hose. Okay, please cooperate with me. Will you? Will you cooperate with me? Do you feel interest about this? How many of you are really curious? Raise your left hand with your pinky finger. Raise your left hand with pinky finger. Come on, how many of you are really interested? I want to see. Everyone. Only one actually. Okay, good. Silence are symbol of acceptance. I'll take in that way. I'm an optimistic person. Even though if you don't respond also, I will talk the same way only. Okay. Yeah, good. So here something is there. Now, what is this white hat? Anybody? What is this white hat? It's a very important terminology in ethical hacking. So I told you, ethical hacking is nothing but gaining authorization to do unauthorized access. Am I right? Yes or no? You are breaching something to protect. Am I right? So what is this white hat? What is white hat? If white means definitely, if white is there, definitely green should be there. Huh? Which color should be there? Fantastic. You people are very brilliant actually. Okay. If white and black there means definitely one more color should be there in between. What is that? Gray. Red, very good. You are like me only. We boys are not good in colors actually. Yes or no? But girls, they say actually green. Says this Ramar green, Sita green, Hanuman green and all. We know only one green actually. So, white hat hackers, black hat and grey hat. Guys, the next 5 minutes is going to be very crucial. I'm going to introduce you these 3 terms, very, very important for every one of you. So please listen. Who is white hat? All these 3 people are going to perform the same functionality called hacking. All these 3 people are hackers. White hat, black hat, grey hat. What makes the difference is nothing but intention. What makes the difference is intention. I'm not going to teach you technicality. I'm going to tell you the principality. Okay? If you are a white hat hacker, the same knowledge you have as a black hat, as a grey hat. You are going to penetrate something and you are going to do some operation. The intention matters a lot. With permission, you are breaching into a system and you are detecting vulnerabilities and loopholes, and you are trying to patch up that thing. You are informing to the data owners to protect yourself before the third party, before the attackers coming into your system. That's called what? White hat hackers. The same way the black hat hackers, they do, but without permission they do. They do without permission, but in the malicious intent to steal the data, to corrupt the data, to sell the data. If they breach into an organization, the hackers, what we call it as black hat or crackers. Crackers or black hat hackers. The same way, who the grey hats are? Grey hats are nothing but they are kind of like that are script kiddies. They are very much curious to learn some tools. Lot of interest, curiosity, they learn lot of things, but without permission they breach. And after that, what happened? They want to help the victims. So they will inform the victim like that, I think your system has this problem, this flaw, this hole, so please patch up. But why they are not ethical? Because without permission they are doing. As long as they are doing without permission, that is actually non-ethical. I'll tell you one example so that you can easily understand. These colors, I think, I'm telling you. If a person who is killing a dozen of person brutally, without anything, no, okay, humanity is something, but it's happening beyond the borders of the nation. So we call them as soldiers. We are giving them Paramveer Chakra and other things and all. They are protecting. The same way, the person who is killing a person inside the boundary, it's inside the system, inside the country, we call him as murderer. And for that, he is sentenced to death. That time, an executioner is there, no? He is having a government job. He is hanged him to the death. For him, that is his duty. But if by the action, all the people did the same. Are you with me, guys? Can I get a yes? By action, all the things are same. Okay, if a person is actually sacrificing his life for the nation, for the freedom, for something, we call them as martyrs. Yes or no? Tyagi. The same, some person is actually give up his life, we call him as suicide victim for some other purpose. Actions are same, but intention, I'm telling you, ethical hacking is based on intention, not on intellectual. Give a big round of applause for this course, students. If your intention is correct, then only, because it is like giving a double-sided sharpened sword to the child without understanding what is called sharp and what is called brittle or something like that. You may hurt your hand without knowing, because that's why I'm saying you, tools are very important. Ethical hacking is actually tool-oriented subject. Okay, you should know if you are working on microbes, you need microscope, not telescope. If you are working on meteors, you need telescope, not microscope. Without understanding this difference, whatever the tools you are learning, it's waste. Are you with me, guys? Yes or no? So ethical hacking, it's not too dangerous. At the same time, it is not too safe. We need to always maintain, there's a dividing line between good and bad. That's why I'm saying you, when learning, we are actually gray hats only. But are we going to fall in black or are we going to fall in white? That's very important. Yes or no? Yes or no, students? So this is nothing but a defensive side of cybersecurity. I'm teaching this ethical hacking is nothing but defensive side of cybersecurity. As an MCA student, you should know this actually. What are the skills you should, first of all, you should have for this terminologies you want to explain? It's very simple. I'll tell you in one line. Threat, exploit, vulnerability, target of evaluation, attack. If I tell the definition, you will forget next 5 minutes. But I'll tell you an example. You go to a gas station, a petrol bunk. There, what is a threat? Just tell you, we are there, no? Just tell, what is the threat there in gas station? Threat is fire, am I right? Fire. Yes or no? What is exploit there? Exploit is nothing but you are breaching that and you are making the fire accident. So you should not use that. What is that? Tell me. Matches, and you should not attend the phone call. Anything which is actually highly inflammable things, you should not introduce there. That system, it should be, that's exploit. Then third one is called vulnerability. Vulnerability is, as our friend told, it's a loophole or it's a weakness in the system. What's the weakness of the system? It is highly inflammable. And what is target of evaluation? What is it? That petrol tankers only. And what is the attack actually? The fire accident. So like that, for every system, you should maintain these 5 things. And one more request from me is, hereafter, if whenever you watch any news, bulletins, or if you read a newspaper, an article or magazine, or some news you are hearing from your neighbor, think like an application student. Think like an application student. Your life will change. I'll tell you what is the difference, your perspective. Before you are seeing actually, next 3 days, there is going to be a cyclone hit the shore. So fishermen are asked not to enter into the sea. This is the news for everyone, for every common man, this is the news. As an application student, what will you think? Because if a fisherman went inside, before the news reaches the place, he is almost some nautical miles inside the sea. That time a cyclone hits. So fishermen were missing. Okay? The most pathetic part is, we don't know whether he's alive or not. Yes or no? You just be in the fisherman family, you will understand. You come up with a lot of ideas when you put yourself in their shoes. Okay? What we can do as an application student, as IoT student or as a sensor student, I can keep one GPS in the boat. How much it is? It's nothing in front of the human life. But we can at least map where the boat is, so we can find whether they are alive or not. Yes or no? That's a hockey storm happened in 2018-19, I think so. There were thousands of fishermen were missing between Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Like, the very simple is that we cannot locate them. So when we are claiming ourselves as a technical person, as an application student, you have to think about application only hereafter. Any news, whatever you listen, what can I do further? The idea can be silly. The idea can be nonsensical. It can be very small, but an idea is an idea. Are you with me, guys? Yes or no? Hereafter, I'm telling you, don't discuss about people. Small mind discusses people. Mediocre mind discusses events. Great mind discusses ideas. Always share ideas with each other. Application students always share the ideas with each other. That is very important. May I go to the next slide, please? Very important one. 5 phases of ethical. If you want to understand ethical hacking, what are you going to do in this? Okay, only 5 phases are there. First phase is called what? Reconnaissance. What is it? Reconnaissance. Reconnaissance is actually a military term. It's called surveillance. Okay, it's like a surveillance. Here in the reconnaissance, it attempts to gather the data about the objective. You have a target of evaluation. You remember the previous slide? Something called target of evaluation, TOE. That's nothing but you cannot focus on everyone. Attackers always focus on the high profile targets. What we call them as APT, Advanced Persistent Threat. Okay, so always this security is actually for the high profile people, not for the common man. So the target is very important. Reconnaissance is for the attempting to gather the data, also called as data gathering. It is called what? Data gathering. We call it as IG, information gathering. The tools which we are using for this called what as IG tools or information gathering tools. Number 1. What's the phase 1, students? Reconnaissance. It's the phase 1. What we are doing here? Gather the data. What's the phase 2? Scanning. In scanning, it scans for any vulnerabilities that you can exploit. Okay, weaknesses that can be abused, utilizing the apparatuses like dialers, network mappers, port scanners, weak scanners to check the information. We are doing is called what? Scanning. Okay, so first you collected the information. When you collect the information, you will collect what the strength and weakness also. Through that, the weakness, how you can breach into that. That's the second one. What's the process? What's the name of the phase? Scanning. What's the third phase then? Third phase is called what? Gaining access. So for this, what you need? You need the information about the system, then you need the weaknesses of the system. Without understanding the weaknesses, you cannot gain access. Are you with me? Okay. So gaining access is nothing but you are trying to check for any chance of accessing the organization. There are some steps are there. Okay. Once you gain the access, what will you do then? Next. Will you allow others to come and access, or will you maintain the access? Till you steal the data, till you get the data, you will maintain the access. That's the next stage. The phase for this very challenging, maintaining access. It's interaction through which the hacker gets entrance into the framework and introduces secondary passage to get into the frameworks. Then once he visit there, he can come and any point of time he can come and actually collect. That's called maintaining the access. Have you heard the story of this Alibaba and 40 thieves? Have you seen that? So he gained the access. After that, what is that slogan, students? Open sesame. Am I right? If they say he can maintain the access also. The treasure is inside. This is the fourth step. What's the fifth one? What is the fifth one? We need to clear the tracks so that an attacker can find who's the actually previous attacker. So these are the 5 important phases. So I want you to tell me all the 5 phases like a kindergarten mode. Okay, shall we? I'll say 3, 2, 1. Everyone in a chorus. You know Johnny Johnny yes Papa like that, no? Same mode, you have to tell this. Okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Reconnaissance. Gaining access. Maintaining access. Covering tracks. Reporting, I didn't tell anything. Only 5 only I told, no? So you are copying. You are not honest kids actually. Okay, only 5 only I told. Reporting is an extra. Okay, after that we need to give a report actually. Ethical hacking report we need to give. Okay, if you are a ethical hacker. Normally for black hat and grey hat they won't give reports and all. So can you tell me again now, this time without seeing the board you are going to tell me. I believe in you. Okay, all of you close your eyes and tell me what are the 5 phases? Reconnaissance, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access. Yeah, some people, yeah. Thank you, Shirish. And these people are doing something dubbing movie. They cannot see this side. Yes or no? If you see the dialogues in the dubbed movies and all, the Jurassic Park and all, if you see, it dubbed in Kannada, Telugu, Tamil and all. In English they speak something. They'll talk something with this not at all matching. Like that only I can see some lip movements like that. Good. Anyhow, I really appreciate you. I'm just appreciating. No need to clap. I clap for you. Okay. Good. I told no need to clap. Listen me. Next slide we can go. So guys, it's interesting. As of now, how much we discussed? We told what is ethical hacking. Next. Importance of ethical hacking. Then, sorry, terminologies. Now, ethical hacking phases. Next one. So, what are the required skills of an ethical hacker? First one is networking skills. Please listen. These are very important. I'm here for this one actually. I'm insisting you to please explore these skills actually. Okay, networking skills. I'm telling you, in this world, the only thing which is working is networking. All the other things are not working. Okay, I'm here because of a network. Yes or no? Not only computers. If anything is connected with each other, then we call it as networking. Why we have a networking skill is nothing but an ethical hacker, if he understands the networks and he can the network protocols he will understand and he will work on the vulnerabilities of it. For that he need a network skill. Second is called computer skill. Computer skill, with that only he understand what is the relation between the software and hardware. He can exploit some kind of system oriented threats. For that he need a computer skill. And third important skill is called Linux skill. Why Linux? It's an operating system, right? Why we have to get the Linux skills? Yes, because most of the security tools, give a big round of applause for sir. Knowledge is a knowledge, students. Okay. Anyway, it's not nothing. We all are in the same roof. All are audience only. Listen. So most of the security tools and most of the security systems are actually working on Linux based. So if you want to be an ethical hacker, I'm telling you, please, you have to have that Linux knowledge. Most of the things I learned from Kali Linux only. Okay. Kali is not only the goddess. For Linux people also, Kali Linux is very, very important. Okay. The next one is programming skills. If you are a very good programmer, you will understand the code flaw and you can customize your own attacks by changing the commands actually. So you can enter into like a backdoors, trapdoors and all. If you are a very good programmer, you can easily understand what kind of error flaw it's available there. And next one is SQL skill. Why SQL is very important is there is something called what is injection. How many of you know this? SQL injection. So whenever you are typing some kind of database query into the form inputs, when you are not protecting the form, that time what happened? It will reveal the plain text username and password. So that's called what we call as SQL injection attack. So SQL knowledge if you have means you can have this database protection and all you can do. So that's why you need to have a SQL skills. Hardware knowledge I already told you with computer skills. Knowledge in reverse engineering, it's very important. Reverse engineering is one of the fantastic research domain for cybersecurity domain. Here it will make the ethical hacker to dissect what is malware and what is proprietary software. How many of you know about malware, students? What is malware and softwares? How many of you heard malwares? Malware means what? Fantastic. Malware means it's a malicious software. So when you can dissect the malware from proprietary software, it is called what is? It is called what? Reverse engineering. Through that you can understand where is the entrance point of the program. So I'm telling you this, whenever you are working on a system, the system has some 10,000 to multiples of thousands of lines. So reverse engineering will give you the understanding of detecting the hidden vulnerabilities. Understand this word. Detecting or uncovering the hidden vulnerabilities. We are using this concept called what is? Reverse engineering. And the next is called cryptography. One of the fantastic, that's my area of interest. One of my, in cybersecurity, cryptography is my favorite. How many of you already studied or heard about cryptography? What is cryptography? If you know, I'm happy. If you don't know, I'm very happy because you are giving me the privilege to tell me this. It's the first time. How many of you know what is cryptography? Yes, encryption, something, encryption, decryption and all. Okay, it's a Greek term. It's a Greek term. I'll always tell you the etymology of the word. Kryptos means secret. Graphene means writing. So English is a beautiful word. It is actually borrowed from all other languages. Cryptography is nothing but secret writing. What is that? It is secret writing. I told whatever the words I'm using, I know the etymology, otherwise I won't use. Not only meaning, I always search for why the name is it as it is. I told you one word, you remember oxymoron, the first time. It's a Greek word. Oxy means sharp, moron means dull. People will scold someone and say, you are a moron. That means you are a dull. You are not what? Intellectual. So oxymoron means sharp and dull. That's why the word it is there. Are you with me, guys? So in cryptography, what we are doing, when we want to achieve the data confidentiality, there are three things are there in security, students. The very important, this is a takeaway. Today's takeaway is this, what I'm going to tell you now. Three things are very important. One is called confidentiality, next is called integrity, and third one is called what? Availability. Okay? CIA. It's called security mantra. I'm just teaching you today. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. What do you mean by confidentiality? If a person A sends to the another person apple, it should reach as apple. It should not reach it as banana. It has reached as apple only. It is called what? Confidentiality. And the person B only need to see that message. Not C, D, E, F, G. No one will see that. It's intended to only the recipient. The B only has the authority to see that. It's called confidentiality. Okay. Second is called what? Integrity. Integrity, what I told you, the data should not be changed. It should not be tampered. And third is called availability. Availability in the sense, whenever the recipient need, the data should be available to him. So all these three are the pillars of security. So this cryptography comes for the achieving data confidentiality. Are you with me, students? So cryptography is a countermeasure. It's what we call it as converting plain text into ciphertext. We call it as encryption. Conversion of plain text to ciphertext. What is plain text? With your plain eyes, whatever you can understand, it's a plain text. Even though you can see, you cannot understand. It's a scrambled. It is unintelligible. So that it is called what? It is ciphertext. So the process of converting plain text to ciphertext, what we call it as encryption. The reverse process is called what? Very good, decryption. That is the restoring of plain text from the ciphertext. It is called what? Decryption. So cryptography, it's a study of encryption alone. Cryptology is study of both encryption and decryption. Are you with me, guys? Okay, cryptography is only study of encryption. Then what is cryptanalysis? Without knowing the key, if you want to break the ciphertext, it is called what? Cryptanalysis. So these are the various things which is available in cybersecurity domain. If you want to be an ethical hacker, you should know what is something called cryptography also. Why we are using cryptography? Now we can tell, to achieve data confidentiality, we need cryptography. So in cryptography, what we are doing? We are studying about encryption. What is encryption? It's a process of converting plain text to the ciphertext, understandable to the non-understandable format. Okay, next is called what? Database skills. I already explained you while telling about SQL. Then last one is problem solving skills. Problem solving skill is not only for ethical hacker. To live a life in this competitive world, we should have this problem solving skill. Yes or no, students? Are you with me? Yes or no? If you want to have an analytical thought, you should have this problem